What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Daily Dinger. It is a Friday, and I am Daniel Greer. But yesterday, we cashed early in the day on Michael Harris plus 460, and then a George Springer walk plus 150. So nice day overall. But make sure you get in your plays today, because whoever comments the earliest and hits 2 out of their 3 guys that they have in here will have these all time stamped as YouTube does. But whoever the first comment is that does cash the 2 or the 3, we'll go ahead and give you an icon shirt, and I will connect with you. But honestly, if you win, and if you're not a normal person that is here all the time, then reach out to me. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Daniel Greer. But also, if you need to email us, you can email us at wagersweekday@gmail.com, and I can make sure I can get you your stuff to you. But let's go ahead and get to our 3 guys that we have today. And we're going to start off with the earliest game of the day on a Friday, and that's going to be Jake Bauers, plus 338. He's going up against Tomoyuki Sugano. He's given up a home run in 5 straight outings. But the last 2 games, the last 2 outings, he's given up 2 in each of those. The guy is just kind of falling off a little bit. And I'm looking at a guy who, speaking of falling off, that is Jake Bauers. He's been cold since the All-Star break, but I looked at the numbers just overall, and he's lifting the ball still on a consistent. He's hitting the ball really hard. He just not had, just honestly, it's bad luck. And that's what I found in this with Jake Bauer at bats. But now going up against Sugano, who he's 1 for 2 against him lifetime. I like him being at home, being able to lift the ball. We're indoors. They should have the roof closed, but even if not, then that means it's optimal weather for them in Milwaukee. But I think Jake Bauers, go ahead and lifts one out versus Sugano. And then the walk at plus 117. This isn't my favorite because the odds at plus 117 isn't exactly what I would be hoping for, we'll say. But for some reason, the books have it at plus 117, so they like the walk. I don't love the walk, but I think it's still there and it's playable. Maybe you can catch it live and get a better number. Either way, Bauers, home run, 338, walk, plus 117. All right, let's go to the next guy. And this might be a guy that you're like, what? He's at a plus 600, and that's Tommy Edman. Yeah, you heard me, Tommy Edman. He's going up against Sean Manaea, who's allowed 2 home runs in each of his last 3 starts. The dude is throwing beach balls right now, and Tommy Edman is 4 for 5 with 2 dingers lifetime against Sean Manaea. And honestly, I looked at the numbers and the metrics within Tommy Edman, and he's a smaller guy, but he's been hitting the ball really hard, and so the hard hit percentages are there, as well as he's lifting the ball a lot more, especially as of late, getting the doubles, hitting home runs, and all of that. Tommy Edman at plus 600 is a great look. Plus, the walk at plus 260, I think, is just perfect. It's good value. Plus, Tommy Edman is not scared to take a walk. I know he has good matchup numbers against Sean Manaea, but I think the walk there at plus 260 is honestly still great. All right, let's go ahead and get to our last guy, but not so fast, in honor of our boy Lee Corso. You can be a part of the Weekday Wagers members, and you can honestly sign up today. Just go ahead and go to our YouTube channel. Just go to live. Go to join. And then you can make sure you hang out with us live. You can be a part of the fam, which is $2 a month. Baller status level is $5 a month. You get the extra plays. I know our boy Mark, I think it was Mark, that cashed yesterday on his members only play as well. So we consistently cash on those, and you can chat live with us today. You don't want to miss it. We're doing some NFL trivia with the guys. We're going to put them up against each other. Should be a fun time. But today live, 2 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss that show. All right, let's go to the last guy. And this is a guy who's a former Bravo, but this guy is hot right now. He is Joc Pederson at plus 329. He's going up against Bryce Miller. And if you look at the home run numbers against Bryce Miller, they're not phenomenal. But I started digging in the home and the away. And yeah, his home are way down, but the away are way up. And I think that's due to Seattle's home field being so big. And honestly, the ball didn't travel well in Seattle. For the away games, he's averaging 1.2 home runs allowed per outing this year. And Joc, as I said earlier, is hot right now since the All-Star break. 5 hits in the last 11 at-bats since the All-Star break. And he also has 2 dingers during that time. He saw Bryce last year, struck out, and a walk. Speaking of the walk's plus 250. I think the walk is great here. I love it for the same reasons with Edman and Pederson. One, they've seen the other pitcher, plus they do walk a decent amount. So at plus 250 for a guy who walks a decent amount, and I think he has optimal hitting there going up against Bryce Miller at home. I think Joc Pederson at plus 329 for the dinger or walk at plus 250 are great looks. All right, let's go to the last thing, and we have our research time. And we're going to look at a guy in Ty France. Bullpen game there, but he's hitting the ball so hard. A home run at plus 680 is never a bad thing. And then Esmerling, Valdez. I wanted to play him so bad, but the weather sucks in Pittsburgh. But the number on him is plus 340. So if you like those two, go ahead and dig in a little bit more. Maybe look at game time for the weather there for Valdez and Pittsburgh. But that's all we got. Thanks for hanging out. But also make sure you put in your 3 guys. I want to see who the first person is that hits 2 of their 3. But you got to be early in the comments. Hopefully you're watching this early. But thank you all for hanging out with us. We'll see everybody live today, 2 p.m. Eastern. Me, Mark, Rob, don't miss it.